Hi there. Welcome. I'm tired. All the work goes in before this, but after this it just runs itself. We're pleased you're here tonight, and for our 2017 spring concert. Tonight is a special night because we honor the seniors, and so there'll be a little bit more talking than usual, and stuff that will be said that the kids don't even know that I know about them. So, with that being said, we're moving on. Tonight, for the first time in 7 years here, we have Maestro for a Moment. This opportunity to conduct the concert band has been paid for at the Big Band Dance, and tonight's recipient, who has worked very hard, and he actually looks pretty good doing it. So please give a warm welcome to Dave Burgess, our Maestro for a Moment for 2017. He got 2 conducting lessons. After the first lesson, he says, "You know what? This is not as easy as I thought it was going to be." Please, Dave Burgess, come on out again. Nicely done. He says everyone should try it for a price. Okay, I want to talk about this next piece. So let's just assume that everything you hear when you come to these concerts is based upon a certain concept, a vertical concept. It's called harmony. And I'm going to play something at the piano that sounds pleasant, okay? It's important. Now, imagine a composition whose vertical structure is based upon the opposite of consonance, which is dissonance. And the intervals you just heard are based on what we call thirds, notes that are every other note apart. The basis of this composition is based upon this. So, I propose to you that you abandon what you're used to listening to in terms of your mind concept. This is not about melody, this is not about accompaniment, this is about colors, okay? Some of you are not going to like this piece. I'll tell you this though, it's the hardest thing we're doing tonight. And if you try to appreciate it on the level that I'm presenting, which is close your eyes, listen to the colors. And every once in a while, the clouds part and you'll hear a little bit of the harmony that I just played for you. But it's based upon tension. Okay, but with tension, you have to have release. And the release is going to be the consonants. This is called clash because it's not based upon consonants. I like it. Hope you do. It's not going to be bad. So, it's my job to stretch your ears a little bit. And let's face it, you're not going to go hear this somewhere else. You're not going to listen to it in the car. So, I hope you appreciate it on the level that it's intended, which is think of colors, think of expression, think of dynamics, think of dissonance and consonance. There it is. And I'm not going to ask for a vote. I hope you enjoyed it, though. So tonight, like I said, is the night I honor my seniors. I have 4 of them in this group. Excuse me for a moment while I go get my bag of tricks. So I let this get way out of control. I started thinking I would give just little mementos and gag gifts, and all of a sudden it's become its own entity, and it's out of control. But I have 4 seniors, and it's important to me when a senior chooses to spend 4 years with you in an academic environment that makes it hard for you to take band for 4 years. I feel like they deserve the recognition. So I have 4 seniors this year. The first young lady I'm going to call to the front on the podium is Annika Amor. Teresa, sorry. I already made a mistake. Teresa Amor. I'm going to spend 3 years paying for this. So I'd like to say a few words about the individuals that are graduating and also talk about where they're going and some of their future plans. And if you are not familiar with Brown University, it's very hard to get into, and Teresa has been accepted there. So, with that being said, it's hard to be creative, and I've really done myself tonight, I'm telling you. You wait, you'll see. But she's going to Brown University, and I was clueless on what to get for her. So I was thinking theme. I talked to a few of the students, and so the idea came, Brown. Okay, so keep that theme in mind. I gave her a survival kit for Brown University. Included in it, Brown Party Monkey, keychain, coffee, Brown, peanut butter, Brown, very important, stress ball, Brown, pig, Oreos, Brown. Peanuts, Brown. M&M's, Brown. And this was hard to give up. Snickers, Brown. All right, I'll stop giving you things. There are brown markers, Sharpies, brown pencil, everything that's important in the Brown world. And so she's been lovely. She's played in a concert band and jazz too, and came back to concert band and just done the full rounds, and I will miss you. Yanger, Angie Yang, please come forward. You have no idea what's coming. No. So, Yang Mo, as I call her, Yanger. Sweetest heart on the planet, always has a smile for you in the morning. And even if she's not feeling it, she smiles and does the thing. So, she's going to go to UCSC and become a slug. And that's a good thing. So, in addition to playing alto sax for 4 years, though, she has been on the golf team. And so I know she's going to keep playing, but you guys got to see these. This is off the charts. They're golf balls. But Angie, every one of the golf balls in this box has a picture of me. A very unpleasant picture of me. So, her irons game is particularly strong, and so I'm thinking if she keeps that right up on top, and it's me doing one of these things, but you've got several boxes of balls here, and I know that your game score is going to go down because you have me looking at you after you leave here.
I won't want to hit it too hard. I don't want to hurt you.
I don't know, you look at the face that I'm giving you, but another person I'm going to miss. Andrew Fichu. So Andrew is going to a very prestigious school in Arizona, Embry-Riddle, which is an aeronautics school, and they don't have a music program, so hence the gamble. But he bought this expensive tuba last year, and there's this thing going on in the band. The tubas always drag. God, they drag like nobody's business, and it's the tempo, no matter what tempo I start at, we settle at the same tempo again, the slow tempo, the dirge. And so I bought this in the hopes that he was going to continue playing because he has this expensive tuba. And then he has this little senior thing he does in the morning. He does this, looks at me, and it's like, try and teach me something. And you know, the first couple of minutes the band is supposed to tune, and one of the first assignments of the year is they're told, you download a tuning app on your phone. And I don't think he ever did it. All right. So he downloaded it, but he doesn't use it in the morning. And in the morning, it's just like, hello. But what I got him will help him if he ever does decide to play again. This is a 2-in-1, combo tuner and metronome. Yeah. All right. Annika Peterson, please come forward. So, very talented clarinet player, but also takes drum lessons and did play the drum set for the big band dance. And I took a gamble. I assumed that if she was going to keep playing anything, it was going to be drums. How did I do? Okay, I did good. I did good. And I got her, oops, yeah, I got the right ones. Heavy and light. But talk about a person who not only is embracing the whole concept of the group and just the team thing with concert band. I mean, that's what it is. It's not like going to math or English where you just do your individual effort. It's all about team. And so there's 2 awards I have to give to her tonight. But the first one is just the drumsticks, which I'm hoping will get good use. The second, every year I give what is called the John Philip Sousa Band Award. This is given to an outstanding senior musician who demonstrates not only excellence but also leadership and embraces the concept of what I just discussed. And this year's recipient, and she will be forever embraced on the plaque on the wall, and she will be this year's recipient of the John Philip Sousa Award. This is a fun little piece. It's a character piece. It's called Irish Washerwoman. I have no idea why, but as is recurring theme, it's passed around the band as fast as light, and hopefully it'll give us our right. This is the one piece that we kept from the Chicago set, and it's intensely beautiful if we do it right for you. It starts with a beautiful flute solo from one of our seniors, Christina Lee, and Athena Yu on piano. Sadly, I have 12 leaving this group, and I know it takes time, but believe me when I say this, they each deserve recognition. They each deserve to be realized that they're special. So Jordan Kim, come here. Outstanding, actually insanely good trumpet player, and you have no idea how great he is until you have to deal with the average trumpet player in the high schools. So he is really good. He's going to the University of Oregon, and I don't know what he's going to land on, but I don't think he does either. So we have this thing going, Jordan and I. He wears this silly orange t-shirt a lot to school. Did I say a lot? Okay, just picture, say, a 50 days and a quarter. He probably wears a 10. So either he just doesn't have enough in his wardrobe that's orange, or perhaps he just needs variety, and I have it for him. So, and I have one of these, Jordan. I'm very proud of it, and I've told you for years that I can outdo your orange. Put the hood on. Okay, when they say boys from the hood, this is what they're talking about. All right, so, and I stand by what I said. I have one of these too, and you have the same one that I do, but you can see why I am a standout compared to your little orange t-shirt. Yeah, but somebody who's going to be missed musically and personally, and University of Oregon is lucky to have him.
I also have something for Mr. Curris. You know, I love to wear beanies. I try to wear it every day, and this is one of my favorites, even though I don't wear it a lot at school. Meager beanie, but I think Curris should have it, so we can find him.
Mess up my hair, both of them. All right. Okay, we're moving on. Thank you for indulging me, folks. Like I said, I just feel like these guys deserve the recognition. So, who else am I going to go? Oh, this is probably one of the ones I'm most proud of because she was really hard. Annabelle Yao. So, you spend 4 years. She left for 1 year, and she came back in her senior year, and that's the scheduling dilemma at this school. But the fact she came back is a blessing, and also just speaks highly for her wanting to stay with us. But I was clueless. I didn't know what to buy you. And I know you told Lucy, tell Curris to buy me something nice. Well, I don't know. This is a gamble. And so she's going to Berkeley, and in case you didn't know, Cal and Berkeley are the same. Did you know that? Yeah. And I learned this, but anyways, so bioengineering, and so what am I supposed to do with that? And so I went to Kepler's today. I had a very nice talk with the lady behind the counter, and I said, I'm just going to say one word to you, bioengineering. She said, I said, I don't expect a response, thank you though. And she says, I got this book, really neat book, cutting edge, new book on the market. It's called Bodybuilders Inside the Science of the Engineered Human, and it takes us on a fascinating journey into the field of bioengineering. So, you're going to read this whole thing. So, another person I'm going to miss, but I hope you like it. Eric Royce. So another person who I was clueless on, nice guy, friendly, insanely talented on the cello, and also played drums and jazz too as well, and then came back after a year away and sitting here trying to figure out what the heck. So he's going to Stanford, and he got in early entry, and that's something, folks, by the way. So he's one of the few in the crowd. But I say insanely talented, and if you've heard him play cello, you would understand what I'm saying. And he's leading our cello section. We have many talented players. So maybe my gift is boring, but I think it's really practical, and I don't know if you have one, so here it is. He kind of has another one. This is I don't know what you call it, a stand for his cello. Boring, but sorry. Leo Cuccinell. Folks, I've outdone myself this year. Some of these kids are not easy, and Leo is one of them again, and he came from Washington, D.C., was it as a sophomore? Junior, so 2 years with us. He's just awesome to have in the orchestra, but again, other than lacrosse and violin, don't really know much about his outside interests. So I did something different this year, and I think it's pretty cool. He's going to the University of Oregon, and if you haven't been to Eugene, it's a pretty cool town. It's a college town, but it's also just a good community town. So, there's this place in Eugene, and 5 stars, Yelp, everybody says it's awesome. It's called the Humble Bagel Company, but they do sandwiches, food, drinks, you name it. 5 stars, college hangout. If I can't figure out what to buy for him, I buy for his stomach. But I'm going to give him a $30 voucher from Groupon and just go there, hang out, because it's a good college joint there. And Eugene has a bunch of places like this, but Humble Bagel Company. On a roll with Clueless and What to Buy. Sophie, Merv, come here. So she probably doesn't realize how good a violinist she is, but when she really put it to it, she's quite something. But her other passion in life is swimming, and it takes a lot of her time, and I understand that. In high school, that was another one of my passions. I'm not giving you swimwear, don't worry. Somebody said, why don't you buy her swimwear? I said, I don't think so. Not on my watch. So, she's going to UC Davis, and it's another really fine school. So, I kind of pulled the Leo, and I started looking around, and, you know, I asked her brother today, and he was zero help. He says, I really don't know her that well. He says, ice cream and candy. That's what I think. But anyways, I found a college hangout there. It's extremely well known in town. You'll find that out when you get there. It's called the Davis Graduate, and their specialty is burgers and drinks, and in your case, soft drinks. But they do other flavors and libations. But since I couldn't find something I thought would really work, and I'm thinking this is your last concert, right? So I couldn't buy her a music gift, so I went to her stomach. That's always a good place to go. It's called the Davis Graduate, and this is a voucher for a meal for 2 for burgers and drinks, and we will miss you. I'm all over Austin, Ty, please come forward. We're going to the East Coast now. So, the only person more quiet than him is his little brother, ninth grade, Aiden. And I don't think he's spoken 10 words all year. He's up to about 100 though after 4 years. And what's changed about him, in addition to becoming a better cellist each year, is he's a wee lot taller than I am. So he's going to Penn State next year and going to the other side of the country. So please take note on this because this place is well known there, and there's a joint, it's called College Town, by the way, and there's this place, it's a dumb name, it's called Gumby's Pizza, but great pizza, and you have a $30 voucher there. You could go and pick out all alone, or you can take somebody. If you find somebody you like back there, take her, but whatever you want to do. But I'm not sure, or wasn't sure if he would continue. He didn't seem sure, so again, went to his stomach. That's the way to go. But Penn State, Austin Ty. All right, maybe one more, and then we got to do some more music. How many have I done? Oh, wait, I forgot something. Can't do that one. Okay. Oh, Lucy. Okay, Vanessa. Give me a moment. Don't peek. Okay, on the podium. So, picture every day you come to MA, and it's a stressful place for teachers and students alike, but every day there's somebody that comes there, and every day smiling and says, "Chris, good morning," and comes up and gives you a big hug, and you know, it's like the day is going to be good no matter what. And that's who you're looking at here, Vanessa, our violist in Orchestra. I'm not sure if she's decided where she's going to land eventually, but she's going to start at Foothill College this fall, and it's an excellent transfer program. And I don't know where you will go from there, but a little bird told me that she's been renting a viola, and so I'm assuming that she's going to try and play. It's not exciting, it's not food, but I got you a set of strings and rosin. I hear you don't have rosin after 4 years. Okay, but viola strings, you know, they're not like buying a burger. They cost money, and so I'm hoping that you will play, and this is my investment in that. And you're one of the people that I will miss, because next year in the mornings, who will come and say, "Hey"? All right. So, Vanessa, goodbye. Do some music, guys. You probably don't realize it. You've seen this commercial over and over again. It's the California dairy commercial, and it has the cows and all the happy cows and all that stuff. The music that's behind it, though, is, well, it's happy music too. But it's Aaron Copland's Hoedown from Rodeo, and you'll recognize it when we start playing it. And this will be our closer tonight. I have some more awards to give after that. We also have a Music Boosters presentation. And then feed your stomachs in the front while I set up for the jazz half of the portion tonight. So, Hoedown. Jared Park. very talented individual, also a very nice guy, almost too nice because he's always trying to let me know how nice he is and how innocent he is. It's the innocent ones you got to worry about on the trips. So, Mr. Park is actually he's split in two different directions for college right now. He's currently enrolled or accepted to University of Oregon, and I think he is also hoping, though, to be considered for Santa Barbara, UC Santa Barbara. He's waitlisted there. This is a thing that a lot of the colleges do, and I'd say they're pretty much just backing up their investments, and unfortunately, a lot of kids are what they call waitlisted. They're just as excellent as any other student being admitted, but I think his heart is in Santa Barbara. But you know what? It rains in Oregon. It could be a good place for you, definitely. And he started out playing violin, and we were always short on violas, and made the brave transition and has actually turned out to be a great leader in the viola section and has progressed and become an excellent, not only musician, but an excellent young man. And I'm hoping he's going to continue playing because I bought you a set of viola strings in rosin. Exciting, you say? Yes! Some are gag gifts, some are just, I don't know what they are, but let's have Christina come up here. So, lots of things I could say about her. One thing that she's never heard me say, though, and you have to take into account the journey I've traveled. This is my 32nd year of teaching, and so you're looking at the finest high school flute player I've ever had. Okay? Okay, the kids will tell you I don't give compliments very freely, but when I give them, they're meant, and she is, and she's impossible to replace. And I know life will go on, but nonetheless, we're going to kick her out if she doesn't flunk government or something else. And you didn't flunk? Oh, okay. Did you have Florio? Oh, you took it online. Okay, that's why. All right. Anyways, she's going to be another one of 3 students that I have going to Berkeley this year, and another really hard school to get into. So, there's so many different gifts I could have come up with for her, but it took me a while to find this, by the way, but you kept bringing it up, and so there's a good and there's a bad to it. So, anyways, I'm going to bring it out first, and then you'll understand. So I wear this every Friday because it's my M-A t-shirt. It's not mine, by the way, but it took me, because this was from 2 years ago, but she's always saying, oh, I like your t-shirt so much. And I found one. There's a downside, though. It's not your size. It's a large. So it's with mixed feelings that I give it to you, but believe me, it's better than the extra large that I have. And so what I recommend is a lot of hot dryer cycles. And on a serious note, though, folks, somebody that I can't replace next year, but we're going to bring in some new blood, and we'll start all over again. I think I've done everybody, haven't I? Yeah? I left anybody out? Oh, Cole. You're another hard one. Come on up here, Cole. So, this is really cool. Another student that played 2 years and then left because they had this insane, sick desire to take 4 or 5 AP classes. It's this disease that some of the kids have. But he did, and you know what? He came back, and that is always something that surprises me, but always makes me smile. And he came back for his senior year, and hopefully it was worthwhile for him. Clueless on what to get for him. And what I got for him, only he will probably appreciate. But I asked around, and the word that kept coming up was quirky. Quirky. And then somebody said, well, get him a space pen. I actually went and looked for it, and there are none in Menlo Park. So, again, this is something only he will probably appreciate. He doesn't realize that I know this about him, but he has this little love affair with the Russian language. He's been taking some Russian lessons. I got you a dictionary and a phrase book in Russian. What do you say? He's going to Cal Poly, by the way. I didn't forget. Now we're done, right?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Got everybody?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Indulge me, I have to leave stage for a minute. I forgot something.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, it's bad luck to wear one umbrella. I think that's the point.
Lucy, also known as Lucykins, come forward. I shake my head this way, that way, more times every day than I've ever done with any student in my life. This girl, you love her, but she drives you crazy. She really does. You've never seen a viola player take so long to tune. And it's always on the D string, always on the D string. And she does this weird thing. She goes down the C sharp and she rubs it in your ears and face. And then she's the last one tuning every day. But she's a lovely, lovely musician, lovely human being. And if anybody loves orchestra and the whole concept of it, it's Lucy. And she kind of struck my heartstring because she has decided to go to the University of Puget Sound, which is my undergrad school. But she made that choice on her own, and when the time came, I gave her some of my thoughts about it, and she was conflicted with a few other schools, and I think Oregon came into it at one point. But she went up there and visited over spring break, and somebody just happened to be there, so he showed up on campus and gave her a little tour, and she got to meet some of the folks there. It's a great school, and she'll be going to the University of Puget Sound next year. She's on scholarship, music scholarship, and she has 2 of them, one for the music department and one for viola. And she got to meet the viola professor there. I think you liked her. So I have 3 things actually for you. So it rains a lot in Tacoma, okay? take whatever you think you experienced this winter and times it by 5, maybe 6, and I kid you not. So you can't go up there without this. Okay. And I know the north end well of Tacoma, and again, I thought, well, umbrella's kind of So I found a place that I think you will like, and take it from somebody who's eaten around. This is called Puget Sound Pizza Company, and this is a voucher for you to go and enjoy. And the umbrella, though, is probably going to be more valuable for you. So take that, but don't go anywhere. All right, I have one other presentation to make to Lucy tonight, and this is what I call my discretion. It's something I do every year. It's called the Director's Award, and it's given to an outstanding musician. But for me, it has to be a talented musician and also one who embraces the spirit of what orchestra is about. That's the person that says, hey guys, we're not good enough. We're going to have sectionals at lunch. And then Jared and Grace don't show up. And then she says, okay, we'll schedule it again. But it's that kind of I can do all the time. She cares almost as much as I think I do about the orchestra, and she's always been there in that leadership role, and so she is my recipient this year for the Director's Award. She will go on the plaque forever and ever, right here. Because she wants me to buy her coffee. All right, I think I got everybody. Please tell me. Oh! I got something for you, Paul. Come on up. Mr. Paul Barger. This is what happens when you go off script. But I know him, I know where he's going, and I know things about him. So he's going to go where the land is flat. And very flat. There are no hills around there. He's going to Lawrence University, and it's a very small liberal arts college with very high standards, both in the academic side he's going to pursue, but also they have a conservatory program there in the music department, and I'm assuming and hoping that he's going to keep playing. And for that reason, I know most of you are going to think this is boring, but if you're a reed player, you think this is kind of cool. I got him this custom reed case. Say it's exciting. Yeah, it is. It really is. But with the hopes that he's going to keep on playing. But Paul has been in the concert band for 3 years and then joined the orchestra this year. And under the threat that I would beat his butt daily and he would do no homework on his stand while I was rehearsing. You wouldn't believe the science classes I've seen pass through my room during rehearsal time, and tell you, a lot of them made it into the trash can. I kept the recycling people in business. You think I'm kidding, I'm not. I'm on a roll too with phones. They'll tell you. But anyways, our last and certainly not least, Mr. Paul Barger going to Lawrence University. Okay, so we're going to have intermission, but also the band boosters have asked for a moment of your time here, and then we'll move on to the second half after that, after intermission. And our boosters president, Christy Waldron, are you here? No? Going once? Going twice? This was your invite. I think so. Yeah. So a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, and there's a lot of it, especially when the kind of money funnels through this program for what we do is ongoing. And the two ladies in front of you, Christy Waldron and Pasita Ikonomo, and Valerie Gardner, who is master planner of Big Band Dance. who doesn't know that she's coming back anyways next year. Where's Celeste? Celeste Baranski, who is our money lady. Take it away, lady.
I know it's getting long. Please bear with us for just a moment. We'd like to ask the graduating seniors from every ensemble to come to the stage, please. We have a new tradition, hopefully from the boosters for you. And I'm going to turn this over to Valerie, who's going to thank Mr. Curris.
Kent Curris. Kent. Kent Curris. My husband likes to say that there's a special place in heaven for teachers who go the extra mile. Given all of the miles, thousands of miles and trips, not to mention the evenings and the weekends that you've taken, I think they need a little premium space in heaven for you. But before that time, we want to show our appreciation. So on behalf of all the parents, and I'm sure all the students, I want to recognize the things that you do that make you unbelievably special and important to everybody in this community, in the whole music community. You make your band space the place that the kids all want to hang out in. It's the most fun. It is where they get centered at school. It is their time in the day where they are the most happy. You also take them on enormous numbers of trips, and you take your time, your evenings, your weekends to make those trips possible. You're not required to do this, but you do it anyway. You also have chosen to open up opportunities for every kind of player in the whole school. You have 2 orchestras, 2 to 3 jazz bands at any time. You direct 2 pit orchestras many, many hours during the school year. You also are here for pep band, and it's an unbelievable number of hours that you commit to these students, and you don't need to do that, but you choose to do that. You also seem to schedule unbelievable numbers of performances so they get an amazing amount of experience. I think you've had 5 performances in the last 2 days. And it's just been an enormous amount of performing opportunity that they get, so they have so much experience playing in front of audiences. It's an invaluable experience for them as students, but as performers for the rest of their life. And it's something that takes your time and your weekends and so much energy. And not just that, in order to make all that happen, you have to raise a lot of money, and to do that, you have to wrangle a huge number of parents to help you. And that is an unbelievable job. And you do it well. And I have to say, pro tip to everybody here, we just had the auction dinner that Kent cooked that was auctioned at the Big Band Dance. And it was the best food I think I've ever had, especially the steak. So definitely bid on that next year. So, thank you. There's definitely a special place for you. If there was a certain place, you might qualify for sainthood, but unfortunately I can't do that. If I could, I would award you an honorary degree in parent and child wrangling, but I don't think you need another high school diploma. So, on behalf of all the parents and students, we want to express our appreciation by giving you this enormous gift basket full of premium goodies that is so heavy I don't think you can even lift it. And I think you will enjoy it. So on behalf of all the parents, thank you.
There's bottles in there. Probably fruit juice.
Thank you, seniors, for coming forward. As a new tradition, the boosters would like to say thank you for participating in the music program for as many years as you all did. We have a little charm for you to attach to your tassel on your mortarboard for graduation. So, and we're officially done here. I think you can all run out and have something to eat and drink because I know you need it out in the lobby.
I know tonight's going late. The jazz half's going to be really great, so I hope that most of you will stay for that. Go get some refreshments, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. A lot of solos on that. First of all, Bart on piano, Matthew on tenor sax, Christina Gorey on flute, Greg Pinto on trumpet, all three guitar players, RDM, Sampson, and Hazen on solos. Did I miss anybody? Oh, and last but not least, our only trombone player in the whole wide world, Mr. Waldron, Mitchell Waldron. Piano solo on Opening to Spain from Zoe Rozicki. Guitar solo from Max Fitzu coming up. And then I missed something, didn't I? Of course, Sejal Gahotra on tenor sax. think this next chart is probably the one we worked the longest and the hardest on. It says in the catalog it's medium easy. They lied. Alto solo here for Mason Lau. I have no seniors, so no talking and no awards, but we're going to do one more, Groovin' High. And this features Erica Fisher on flute solo, Sejal Galhotra on tenor sax, and then we got Neil on guitar, and you'll enjoy.
Thank you. Like I said earlier, our second tune is going to be This I Dig of You, arranged by our pianist Shane Turner. And these two songs were actually part of our set at Reno Jazz Festival, at which we placed 6th. So that was kind of an accomplishment for us. Thanks. But yeah, this will be our last song, and then we'll be moving on to Jazz 3.
you'll appreciate that you stayed. I know it's been a long night, and we're so glad you stuck with us. Jazz 3 has had a great year. We're going to open with a blues chart out of the Basie Library, written by Frank Foster, who used to be the lead alto player. Solos from Nikita Mannon, intro solo from Shane Turner on piano, and then Chris Iyer on trumpet. 4, 5, 6. Please welcome to the stage one of our seniors, Miss Diana Gruber. Many of you probably realize that some of the charts we do are actually written by a student member of the ensemble. We're about to do one of them. Agua de Beber is done and arranged by Shane Turner to my right. Very, very rare that you have a student that can arrange for a group like this and do it justice, and he does that, and he's written, gosh, 25 charts for a big band, and we hope to do more of them in the future. Please welcome, going to Oberlin Conservatory very soon in the music program, Diana Gruber.
Thank you. Agua de bebé, cámara. Agua de bebé, agua de bebé. E chissà mai ma scrive vedo e chissà va me cura sa ma so amor sabio segredo te matar a su corazón. Agua de bebé, cámara. Agua de bebé, cámara. Te bandan, patuya da 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 da, de bandan, patuya da da da, de bandan, da da da. E non capisco essa tal certa a mina esgodo pedal a minha casa vive aberta pero pode matar a su coração. Agua de bebé, cámara. Agua de bebé, cámara. De bandan, patuya da 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 da, de bandan, patuya da 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 da, de bandan, daim da, daim da. De bandan, patuya da 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 da, de bandan, patuya da da da, de bandan, daim da, daim da.
I'm going to catch Diana while she's still here. She's going to do another tune here. I have 4 seniors in the band this year. It gets much worse next year. I have 19 juniors in the band, so next year is going to be a gutting. But we always start from somewhere, and we have 4 very talented seniors leaving us this year, and they've made huge contributions to the band. Diana, come on back out. As I already mentioned, she's going to Oberlin Conservatory, and she will be in the vocal jazz music slot. And she's had her highs and lows with this decision this year. I think she's finally embraced it. I have something for you. I think this is a cool gift. Beware when they say that. So, for instrumentalists, we have jazz real books where we have jazz standards, but there aren't a lot of vocal jazz standard books out here. This one is a real book, but it's from the jazz vocalists, the great ones, and it's got the piano and the chord changes, and it's something that a piano player will be able to play with, but also it should be your jazz Bible for the next year. And so we will miss you. So Oberlin Conservatory. We're doing bye-bye, yeah. Seems appropriate, bye-bye.
Pack up all my care and woe. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is he. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one who can love and understand me. Oh, but hard luck stories they'll all hand me. I make my bed and light the light. I'll arrive late tonight. Blackbird, bye bye. Da 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 Thank you.
Can I have Nicole Cisneros come to the stage, please? One of our bass players. Hi there. So she had an interesting journey. I think the first year she just kind of watched from afar. She didn't even play in the program. Is that correct? Yeah. And then she thought, well, I'm going to try it. Did you start in Jazz 1 or Jazz 2? So she went through Jazz 1, Jazz 2, and then this year got moved up to Jazz 3. And she's had a slow, steady, but upward journey and made it to this group and has been wonderful to have. She's going to San Jose State next year, and I don't know what your major will be. Well, yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's two things. The second is psychology. The first one, don't tell me. I've been doing good tonight, by the way. Photography. Okay, all right. So San Jose State, unless you're a music major, it's difficult to get in any of the ensembles there, but I know Nicole's going to keep playing, and for that reason, it's a boring gift, but it's not a boring gift because it's important hardware. And I got you a set of bass strings for that lovely bass of yours, and we are going to miss you next year, and I hope maybe you'll come and see us play. Yeah, San Jose State. Nicole Nacero. Oh, Sarah, I have stories about you. Come on up. So, Sarah hasn't always been a trombone player. Perhaps you know that. You want to stand on the power box? Go ahead. There you go. Feels good, doesn't it? Sarah played piano in Jazz 2, and there was a point that was reached where she realized there were no openings in Jazz 3 this year. And in case you haven't noticed, I have two brilliant, crazy, maniacal, talented piano players. She wanted to be in Jazz 3, but I don't carry 3 piano players, and so she made the decision somewhat behind my back and as a surprise, and she took up trombone, and I can honestly say I've never seen somebody take to it so quickly, and she's as good as any trombone player that I've had in the band these last 7 years, and that's a huge tribute to you. So she is what I would say jazz bona fide now, because she's all about the brass, and I don't even think I've seen you play piano in the last 6 months, but I suppose you can still play. So I have a couple of presentations I want to make to you. The first is not very exciting, but also, I think, bona fide. And I know you're going to keep playing because I'm going to invite you to come back to play next year. Our trombone situation is improving. I'll have 2, maybe 3 in Jazz 3 next year, but there is an opening there in case you happen to get bored with college and want to come sit in with us. So, I'm not making this invite to many people. Actually, I'm not to anybody. So, that's the first. You're invited to come play. You have to come and rehearse, though. All right. Don't bring your P-bone. So I want you to take care of your hardware. So the boring part is all the stuff that you don't have. Yeah, and then I asked somebody that you know well, I needed help on a gift for you, and he was absolutely no help and gave me no input whatsoever. But I know you're not always a morning person, so I got your coffee card for Pete's. And then I have a third and even more important presentation to make. I don't have the paperwork to back it up yet, but every year I give a Woody Herman Jazz Award. This is given to somebody who wholly and with heart and soul embraces the jazz idiom. She started out not as a bone player, now she's bona fide. And I think she's earned it because she really went the miles and miles. And so the Woody Herman Jazz Award this year goes to this outstanding jazz musician. Okay, I have one more old person, used up senior. Ian, come on forward. Ian Lang McPherson. So he's been around the block a little bit too. Did you start in concert band? Concert band, jazz 2, and jazz 1, 2, 3. Actually, it's the only person on the stage tonight that's played in all 4 groups. So that's an accomplishment. Yeah. So Ian's talents reach outside of even the jazz group. He's also very gifted with tech and has decided that he's going to pursue music technology as a career, and so he'll be going to New York University and become a city boy. Yeah. So that will put him on the other end of the stage, and I'm hoping, though, that you will keep playing. And again, all right, that's important because I gave you toys and things to hit. So, not exciting except to a drummer, but got you a couple sets of drumsticks here. And don't go anywhere, I have one more presentation to make to you here. So music technology, and hopefully he'll keep playing. And each year I give one coveted award, which I say for a senior who's not only embraced the jazz idiom, but who is a team player, who's an excellent jazz musician, who can take my battering on a daily basis. And believe me, the drummers get it, don't they, Cal? Not even here. But I consider the drummer in the band like the engine in the car, okay? It doesn't go anywhere if it's not running well. And so if the engine is not tuned, then nothing else is, no matter how good it is. And Ian has, like I said, been through the paces. He's been through all 3 jazz bands, and I think it's well-deserved when I give him this year's Jazz Award, Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, which goes to one outstanding senior. So, his name will go on here. He's memorialized, and like the other plaques, I'm a little behind. I have up to 2012. I have some work to do here. But it's on my list of to-dos here after tonight, because my life gets a lot easier tonight, after tonight, except for graduation. But anyways, so consider yourself in great company and a well-deserved award. Congratulations. I'm going to do this 19 times next year, so buckle in, folks. Yeah. All right. So we got a tune that is another bassy tune, Benny Carter tune. It just goes like a bat out of heaven. It's fast, it's furious, and hold on, folks. It's a great way to end the night. And thank you on behalf of the band for sticking in there with us tonight. This might be the longest concert on record for me, but a good one.
da.